Alright, tubes. It's time for another weekly shop update. Sorry about the shaky cam in my last video. I didn't realize it was that bad when I was recording it. I'll try to move slower and as I record. But this is pretty much my project I've been working on all week. These are going to be centerpieces at a wedding. All I did was take a log, or a bunch of logs actually, just chop them up. I flattened the one side of most of them so they sit flat on the table. And then, I think I said in the last video that vases were going on there, because I think at that point I did believe vases were going on there. But I guess what's going to happen is fake flowers are going to be glued to the centers of these, so it's... yeah. Which is good for me, because I didn't have to flatten them on both sides, because I thought I was going to have to do that, which would have added a ton more work I would have had to do these things. I think they came out pretty good. This is the look they wanted. The thick, glossy look. And what I used, or what they brought me to use, just Minwax fast drying polyurethane. I mean, this stuff's good. I mean, I don't generally go for the Minwax stuff, but it is easy to use, and if you follow their directions, it does turn out pretty good. I don't know which one I like better, the walnut or whatever this wood is. I'm not really sure. It's got kind of like a shaggy bark to it. I'm not really sure. Probably something like choke cherry, I'm guessing. I don't know. I didn't have a choice of logs. I brought whatever the customer wanted to use. I'm kind of hoping after the wedding that like these thicker ones will be coming back to me, just because I don't know what the owner's going to do with them. And if that's the case, some of these I could turn into platters maybe on my lathe, or cut up into pen blanks or something. I did seal the other side of them. I just put one coat on to seal it, and I think I said in my last video these were pretty wet logs considering how long they've been sitting for. Well, what they thought they were sitting for, who really knows? Because what I guess these came from like a gated community, and the person I'm making these for, her best friend is the landscape coordinator or something in this gated community, and they just have a pile of wood from trees they take down all the time. Not really too much else to say about these, really. That's all I've been doing every day when I come home from work. I slap a new coat on them. I didn't sand them, because like using a chainsaw to cut these, I mean, they had a pretty rough surface to them already. So I just basically slapped each coating on. And like I said, there's going to be a centerpiece of flowers on there, so from what I understand, a good share of what you're looking at is going to be covered up anyways. Whatever this wood is, I really like how the bark came out with that top coat on it. The walnut looks good too. The walnut has a lot of moss and stuff that it was kind of a pain in the ass to top coat over, because it really soaked up the top coat. But it don't look too bad. I think I had to put 2 more coats on the bark on the walnut than I had to on whatever this redwood is. But even whatever this is, it is a little different than what this is, looking at the bark. And it doesn't have as much white in it as this does. So I don't know if it's just because this is an older tree that the bark changes over time, which I don't know enough about trees to know that's how it works. Because even this, I was going to say even the bark of this is a little redder, but if you look at that, I guess there is red going on in there too. Yeah, I don't really know. When I see because the girl that they got these from, I'm going to see pretty shortly here. I'm going to see if she can get me more logs so I can cut up in the bowl blanks and pen blanks and whatever else I can use for turning. Whatever this was, the bark came off it. I don't think it's, again, the same as these pieces. This didn't want to take the top coat at all. I mean, this is so rough. I think I could probably put another 3 coats on there and it'd still be rough. Even this, I thought she told me this was butternut. Oh, telephone. Well, tubes, I don't remember what I was talking about because I've been on the phone for quite a while. But while I was chatting on the phone, I just happened to be out here walking around, and I got a shit ton of mushrooms coming up out here. I have no idea what these are. I'm assuming there's something poisonous. This stump has a big old hunk of mushrooms coming up on it. Got some different mushrooms coming here. All sorts of nasty mushrooms coming here. I remember last fall, it's probably the same mushrooms that were growing. Oh, you can see it right here on this stump right here, because it was up here, and I pushed it down here. There's all these little shelf mushrooms growing on it. Well, that's about the 5th or 6th different variety of mushrooms I've seen out on this property in the year I've lived here. But the mushroom I really want to see, morels, I haven't found any of. Or even a puffball or two. You need those too. This tree I would like to get chopped up into wood turning material. It was leaning against this tree right here. But this spring, spring in the summer, I don't know how many of you guys follow MBYR and some numbers, 76 I think, or 31, I don't remember what the fuck his YouTube channel is. But if you guys have been watching him at all, you know he had some pretty severe flooding going on around him, and I'm, geographically speaking, not too far away from him. My whole valley here was filled with about a foot of water. I don't know if it ever made it up this far, but I kind of suspect it might have, and it loosened up the ground enough, because the tree was right there, you can see the roots and stuff pulled out. It might have loosened up the ground enough for the weight of this tree on it just toppled that. That tree I'd like to get